Everybody, this is Rusty from Rusty Reviews here, and I'm here to talk to you today about the Samson Manufacturing handguards that I got the other day. Now, quick disclaimer, I was going to do this on the range. In fact, I did, but the files that I had while I was out there got corrupted, all except for my walk around of the other handguard. And we're going to go ahead and dive right into this. We're going to go ahead and start talking about this one here. This is the SXS Lightweight Series 15 handguard. Now, this comes in at 6.8 ounces, and honestly, I think it weighs that. I didn't have my scale on me at the time to test it before I put it on here, but it is extremely lightweight. In fact, I would say it's almost comparable to the gun tech that I had, or that I have in my Grendel. Now, this handguard held up phenomenally well. I was rapid firing, probably, I know for a fact I got to just about 200 rounds, and it was extremely hot. In fact, so hot it was smoking. I had to end up holding for the last few rounds my hand stop here, but otherwise it held up incredibly well. I mean, honestly, when you go to rapid fire, if you fire 200 rounds in a row, you're probably going to hit up with any of them. Now, the SXS Series 15, just the normal midweight one, that one held up for about 220 rounds before it became unbearable to touch. So, looks like our average for handguard is about 200, which I think is pretty fair. I mean, if you're rapid firing 200 rounds in just a few, just within about a minute of itself, you're going to heat up any handguard you have. Now, what I want to talk about is what Samson sent me. They also sent me a handful of items. Now, they're not on my rifle now. I had them on for a time at the range. Mainly just to test to see how they fit on and how they work. And they did really well. They fit perfectly. The only problem I have is I don't have a lot of stuff that go on Picatinny. But I will give Samson some major props. Now, everything that they send you comes with its own Allen wrench. So instead of having to find the Allen wrench you're looking for your 4 or 2, or even if there is a difference in sizes, if you don't even have an Allen wrench for your M-LOK rail, they send the one that fits it perfectly. I mean, I will give them some major props on that, because they have it right there ready for you for use, and you don't even have to mess around and try and find the proper one. So I do really appreciate that, mainly because I have about 1 million Allen wrenches, and trying to find the right one takes a few minutes. So definitely have to give them some major props on, I mean, it's on every single one. They sent me 4 of these, so 2 of the 2-piece and 2 of the 4 of the 4 distance, and yeah, it worked out perfectly. Because this one here came from this one exactly. And when you buy the 2-piece one, it actually comes with 2. As you can see, I don't have this one out of the box because I didn't really need it. I was just testing to see how they held up. Now, they are aluminum, so they will heat up with your rail. Next, there is one more thing we're going to talk about, and it is their lightweight gas block. Now, I don't know if we can see very well in there. Let's see if we can move to the camera a little bit better. Can we get there? There we go. I think we can see it now. Their lightweight gas block is interesting. It's a good gas block. It does hold the gas in, but I will say this. I had some issues with it. It comes with a flat screw, and I have a dimpled barrel. So what I'm seeing and what I've been reading up on is that if you have a flat screw and a dimpled barrel, there's not enough material there for the flat screw to grab onto, which moved my gas block not once but twice. The first time I actually had to take the handguard off and reseat the gas block. I think that was my fault for under-torquing it. I learned a lesson a while ago about over-torquing a gas block and having to pay somebody to fix it for me. The second time, it did move slightly after 200 rounds, but it's still within battery and it was still functioning afterwards, after I let it cool off. Now, it did take this one took about 7 minutes to cool off in total. So I finished firing 200 rounds, wanted to go up and take a break and grab some water. And from the time it took me to walk from the lower range to the upper range was about 7 minutes. I had to collect my ammo, collect my mags, and then walk up there. By the time I brought it up, it was cool to the touch. Now, it wasn't cold like it is now, but it was cool enough that I could go fire it again and not have to worry about it. So If you do fire 200 rounds rapid fire, you got to wait about 7 minutes before it ends up coming down cool. Now, we'll talk about the mounting system. One, it does not require a gas block to be timed perfectly, because the gas tube does, I'm not gas block, I'm sorry. The barrel nut, my bad, wow, brain fart there. It does not require it to be timed perfectly, because the gas tube will just go right over it. So you tighten it down as much as you can and you're good to go. Now they do suggest between 35 and 80 pounds of torque. Mine's at about 55 right now, so it did it perfectly. Next, their primary way of holding this on is underneath this is a small mounting tab. Underneath this screw specifically is a little square notch that actually connects right to the barrel nut. This one here connects to the friction pad. It holds it on really well. I mean, I've sat here and I've tugged at it. You guys can see it doesn't move. It also has little tabs here on the upper to make sure that it doesn't move. So when you put it on, it actually sets it in place. So you guys can see here that it's lined up perfectly. Now, I have nothing bad to say about what Samson sent me. Everything worked perfectly as designed. It is extremely lightweight, and it is beautiful, and it is probably my single most comfortable handguard. The angles on it really do fit well in my hand, and when I'm firing, it just melds right into me, almost like an extension of my arm, which it should be. The fit and finish are wonderful. I did toss it around a little bit, and I don't see any damage on it. I got a little bit of scratching right here. But I mean, I was throwing this thing around the range just to give it a test. And those are some of the videos that I lost, which I feel really bad about, guys. Otherwise, it's a fantastic handguard. If you guys are looking for some good handguards, the M series, the modular weight one, or medium weight one, is 200. And this one comes in at a solid 260. I know it's not the cheapest, but I will tell you, it is worth every single penny. It really is. These guards are out of all the handguards I have had so far, have come in as my top favorite. And unless I need to switch out for another one, this one will probably be staying on here permanently, unless I decide to go get it Cerakoted and put it onto my next build. So this is Rusty from Rusty Reviews, and I'm out for the night. Talk to you guys later. And you guys will see at the end of this video my walk around and a few pictures of the other handguard. Later.